Hi everyone. So we'll just wait a couple of minutes and let everybody join.
Palak, you can start now. Palak, you can start now.
Okay. Okay. So good morning everyone. Thank you for joining us today for an insightful session designed to help you turn your to help you turn your passion into a successful profession, whether it's choosing the right career path or picking out the right college or what's there after CUET and how does the counseling work. We're here to help you with everything that you need. Uh, Jitin Chawla Center for Career Development is recognized as India's largest career counseling firm with a proven track record of empowering students worldwide. We have proudly collaborated with prestigious institutions such as Birla School Doha, FAPS Kuwait, Indian School Oman, and DPS Puram. With over 60,000 workshops conducted and an annual schedule of approximately 900 workshops, career fairs, and aptitude tests, our programs have inspired and guided countless students towards achieving their dreams. Our mission to empowering students is further amplified through media partnerships with NDTV, CNN, Doordarshan, and Times of India. Our founder, Mr. Jitin Chawla, is an MBA graduate from FMS Delhi, one of the India's most esteemed business schools. With over 2 decades of experience, he has guided students in making informed career choices and pursuing their passion. With such extensive experience and a steadfast commitment to student success, JCCD continues to be a beacon of guidance for students around the world. We are delighted to have you here today with us, and we look forward to helping you shape your future. Let's get started. So,
Great. Thanks a lot, Palak. And Akshay is also here. Akshay leads the domestic counseling team, and we'll have a lot of detailed discussions with him as he's an expert on CUT. So, students who are listening and parents who have joined us, welcome. And again, a very good morning. I'll discuss about three things. I mean, in this webinar, we'll discuss about three things. First, careers. How do we look at careers? What is emerging? What is going down? How can I build up? Second, we'll discuss especially Delhi University, other top government university admissions. And third, we'll also discuss about how do you look at your profile. We strongly feel you will get the best jobs, you will get the best admits. Like our student Arunima has got Harvard, she got Yale with full scholarship plus $26,200, and she has also got Columbia. So how do you become a person like her? As in, how do you really shape up yourself so that the world's topmost universities or the topmost organizations they want you? So let's get into details and let's start this. Next. We, of course, are based in Delhi, but we keep on working with the schools and students from all over the world. We have students from Singapore, from Gulf region, Dubai, Doha, Bahrain, and others, and of course, Nepal, Africa, and a couple of other areas also. We help students with aptitude testing, career counseling. We help them build up stellar profiles and also how they can get admits in top universities, whether it is in India or outside India. Next. How to choose the right course, how to choose the right college, how to make DU and IP preference list. And we provide you counseling for this also in case you want a personalized session. So we'll share numbers towards the end. You can come to office and we have facilities where you can be helped into choosing exactly because some things people are not so much aware. Maybe you're a science student and you want to get into DU. Do you know that only one college has polymer science? So students who are listening to me, just chat GPT it or perplexity it and find out. I used to say Google it earlier, but now ChatGPT it. I was surprised when one student came to us and he had ChatGPT like who are the top career counselors, and then they came to us. So I would suggest just do it and write in the comment section which college in Delhi University has polymer science. Okay, next. Also, students, some students have not thought so much. Students know that I like this subject, I don't like this subject, but a lot of other areas they're still, they're not thinking. So, people management, maybe you are a person who's very good with people, human resources, teaching, psychology, special education, and so on. Research based, where you want to get into research based careers. You want to do research, you want to publish papers, you want to bring out that research, you want to do teaching side by side. Technical careers, where you want to get into like data science, network security, thermal engineering. These are all technical careers. Maybe you want to get into creative plus technology plus management. Yeah. So business analytics, IT management, web designing. So, creativity is also there, technical and business orientation. Creative plus management like fashion management, event management, advertising management. You know, creative advertising, photography, copywriting, absolutely creative careers. Yeah, Harinarayan, I'm sure you are doing a great job. So we'll understand what you're doing, and then I'll tell you a step-by-step way of how you can target top Ivy Leagues. Thank you. Thanks for appreciation. Next, if I'm a bio student, in fact, yesterday I was there at Times of India, a very big event, 500 plus people sitting. I started with bio plus entrepreneurship. I asked everyone to take out medical startups in India. I asked them to open up their, mobiles and search for medical startups in India. I showed them Beat O, a company which uses mobile technologies to help people who are going through diabetes. Yeah. So the next decade is a decade for bio entrepreneurs. Why? Everyone wants to feel more healthy. Everyone is looking at nutritious food. So a lot of amazing opportunities happening. BSc law. A lot of people have not even heard about this. Yeah. BSc law is science plus law combination. Gujarat National University is a top university which does it. It's a government university. I could be working with Ranbaxy after it, helping them with patenting. I could be working with CIPLA. I could be working with any other organization, government organizations also. Computational biology, which is bio plus analytics, hot career option. अगले 5 साल में साउथ अफ्रीका में कितने लंग कैंसर के केसेस होंगे, जम्मू में कितने डायबिटीज केसेस होंगे, पास डेटा लेके आगे का कर पाना. कंप्यूटर ड्रग डिजाइन, which is basically you are using computing technologies to fasten drug design process. Yeah, hot career. I can take a pharmacy, then I can go for it. Biotech, scope wise, India has limited scope in terms of salary growth and others. Also 10 years. Same with microbiology, biochemistry, and biomedical. Medicine, of course, people know about it, but if you want to ask anything, please ask. I'll be happy to answer. Uh, Agricultural science is something which is really rising. The government is investing a lot of money in agricultural arena. There are a lot of agri-tech startups. Look at agri-tech startups. You'll understand. A lot of work done by consulting companies like Samagra Governance also, and then of course hospital management. Next, because India is the diabetes capital of the world, so hospital management is big. Today also Times of India carries how in India out of every 5 household, one household people are obese. So a lot of health related issues. Yeah, thanks to the way we don't take care of nutrition, mithai and all that. I mean, so many things we keep on consuming without understanding. Anyway, so PCM based careers, maybe you want to combine management and engineering. Competition linguistics, which is computer science, language, and psychology. Amazing combination. Typically in India, it's available at a master's level. Statistics can be amazing. You can go to ISI Kolkata or DU also. There are good colleges like Hindu College has statistics and a couple of others. Do stats, you can do business analytics after it. Do stats, you can do data analytics. Do stats, masters in stats. Or even management, where you are more focused on the business analytics side. Stats can give you an amazing career option. I had a friend who did stats and he worked with Marg, which is a market research company. And within 2 years, he got a job with AC Nielsen, first in India, then he was handling Russia. Then, I mean, he kept on moving all over the world. So, statistics is something which is really amazing. A lot of PCM people, their maths is good. Maybe they're not doing so well in chemistry or physics, but you can definitely look at this. IoT, AI, ML, computer science, data science, all of you know. Merchant Navy. In fact, day before yesterday, somebody came and somebody had told him that Merchant Navy is not reliable. I said, nothing like it. It's a great career opportunity. Again, I have students, friends who went into Merchant Navy. Go to a top institute like IMU or Tolani or RL Institute of Nautical Sciences. So merchant navy is something which will be there. AI, no AI, still merchant navy. Why? Ships will go, goods have to be transported, people have to go. So merchant navy is helping commercial goods being transported all across the world. Huge shipping liners. Check out NOL. Yeah. SR people, they had shipping. I don't know. I think they have closed down, but there are a lot of multinationals in this business. So merchant navy is something you should definitely look out for. If you're creatively inclined, then architecture. Food technology. What is food technology? How tons and tons of Maggie is being produced? What are the innovations which will happen? So you might be in quality control or production or some kind of managerial functions. So food tech, the topmost institute is NIFTEM at Sonipat. You can look at it. Aeronautical engineering, hot area, really a hot area. Environmental science, where you take care of you take care of the environment, and like as in air pollution, water pollution, maybe soil testing is happening. So there's a very good institution called TERI, the Energy Research Institute, which is focused on environmental sciences. Check it out. Polymer science, you want to work with Reliance, you want to work with DuPont. So that's the kind of job you'll get. Next. So we have discussed PCM, PCB based careers. In case you have any questions on these, you can ask me. Shifting to commerce. If I'm a commerce guy, I look at business analytics. What is business analytics? Think of a dashboard of a car. Similarly, think you're working with Swiggy. So every day morning, how many orders from East Delhi versus West Delhi? How many riders are there? How many hotels, restaurants are apart? What food, veg, non. So there can be a lot of dashboards which a manager can use to understand and then take a call and then ask other team members to build it up. Finance, hot career option. Investment banking, portfolio management, infrastructure finance, venture capital. There's so many. Eco. So economics is a career option. So eco as a career option is something which requires mathematical background also. Econometrics is big. You might be working with RBI, Niti Aayog, and help the government with planning. You might work with consulting companies like Deloitte, KPMG, Bain, BCG, and others. Okay, so huge career. Actuarial science. Actuaries calculate the financial risk for an insurance company. What actuaries do is they calculate the financial risk. How do I become an actuary? ACET followed by CT series, CA series, SA series. 15 papers to be undertaken. So that's how actual science works. Business economics. Yeah. So BBE is there, Bachelor's in Business Economics. So BBE helps you in understanding how eco can be applied to the world of business. It's a course available in Delhi University. About 14 colleges are offering BBE. Good course. Like it's somewhere in between management, BMS, and eco, yeah, with a very strong application. Of course, if you're still interested in computing, you can look at BCA. Next, without maths, CFE, Certified Fraud Examiner. So ACFE is where you can take up this thing from. International trade, you want to get into exports and import. I helped a student, though he got into a private university, but he's now running his own export business. One of my students in Dubai, she has started doing jewelry exports. Yeah. So think about it. Digital marketing, huge area. Law or even BBA law you can look at. CACS banking, we already understand. Psychology, hotel management, teaching, travel and tourism. Like IIT team is there a Sarkari institute offering BBA travel and tourism. Check it out. International relations, filmmaking, yeah, advertising. So advertising is again business related. So commerce without maths also has loads and loads of careers. So don't worry about it at all. Next, any quick questions you can write right now. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next. Maybe you are from humanities, IR. Do you know any university in Delhi which provides you IR? It is Ambedkar University. They have BA Global Studies. Yeah. Public policy. I can do it at a master's level. Sustainable, like this is ESG basically, sustainable analytics. It is ESG consulting, environment and sustainability. TISS is a good course. Terry has a good course on it. Yeah. Political science can give you amazing options like you can work with company like Polstrat, which is a political consulting company. IPAC, huge opportunities. Yeah. Maybe you love history. You can go for museumology later on. You can use it for civil services, which I call it as a papa's career. A lot of papas want the children to get into civil services. Psychology, huge career opportunity. You can be a relationship counselor. You can get into career counseling. You can get into schools. You can be a depression specialist and so on. Hospitality management. Hospitality management is hotel management, hospitality management, taking care of people, working with five stars, working with top resorts, working on ship cruises, and so on. Yeah. So I have given you a quick list of careers and how you can look at it. Now I'll ask Akshay to take it forward, and we'll cover various things. And amongst them, DU remains one focus area. Akshay.
And so, next slide, please. Okay, so before starting with the colleges, let's understand some careers for the creative students, the ones who think that they have a good creative mindset. Maybe they like to draw, maybe they like to paint, maybe not drawing or painting, but they like to imagine creative things. So UI UX design, one of the top-notch career options. Product designing, advertising, fashion communication, interior designing. So these are those career options which the creative students excel in. Digital marketing, filmography. So, for example, Apple. So we've got an Apple phone. Who is the one who's designing the phone for us? What is the shape of the phone? Where are the buttons situated? What should be the size of the phone? What should be the shape of the camera? How many cameras should be there? Everything is defined by the product design. Advertising. Um, we travel on roads, we see a lot of hoardings, we see ads in the newspaper, we see ads on different YouTube channels. This is basically advertising. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now let's come to the form dates. Next slide. So these are some of the forms which are still open. So for the students who haven't applied to a lot of colleges as of now, the forms on the right, Azim Premji University. It's in Bangalore. It's an amazing university if someone wants to get into research, economics. It's an amazing college. Jain University, Bangalore. Again, it's a very good college. You can look at courses like BBA Sports Management over there. You can look at things like BBA Communication Management. We can think about courses like branding and advertising, entrepreneurship, mass communication. So Jain University has a variety of courses available over there. MIT Pune. MIT Pune is majorly known for two courses. First, obviously, it's known for engineering and design. Second, they're also known for psychology. So for the students who are thinking about psychology as a career, MIT Pune is still open and you can definitely apply to this college. Mount Carmel in Bangalore. So Mount Carmel has some amazing courses. Like Mount Carmel has a course which is a triple major program in English mass media psychology. The combination of this would take us towards marketing, advertising, branding. So how to understand the psychology of the market, how to understand the target audience. Mount Carmel, Bangalore, it's an amazing brand name. IIPR, one of the best universities for psychology. Manipal. So Manipal has multiple campuses. It also has a campus in Jaipur. Again, a good college. Mahindra University. So Mahindra University is being run by Anand Mahindra ji, director Mahindra and Mahindra Group. So they've got some amazing courses for the ones who want to get into technology. They've got a course called BTech and Mechatronics. The ones who want to do something different, they've got a course called Digital Transformations. So they've got amazing courses over there. Flame University. So please note the deadline for Flame University is today. When I talk about Flame University as a college, it is a liberal arts college. So you can actually go for different majors and minors over there. For example, if I am a student in class 12, I can combine maybe finance and business analytics together at least. I might combine advertising and entrepreneurship together at least. I might combine economics and public policy together at least. So it is up to me what combinations do I want. And it is an amazing university. Alliance. Alliance is again a university in Bangalore. Amazing tie-ups with a lot of startups over there. So they are actually giving good internship opportunities to the students, good exposures to the students. A lot of sports clubs, MUNs, entrepreneurship clubs are there in the college. A good college to look at. Gokhale. Gokhale Pune is one of the best colleges for economics. If not the top-notch DU college, I feel Gokhale should be the next bet. Now, for Gokhale, you need to have given the CUET exam. The form for Gokhale would be is already open, but the registration is still there. It hasn't been closed as of now. So you can definitely consider Gokhale. Next, please. Anil. Okay, so a lot of students might have given CUET this year. And the next big question is what after CUET? Anil, next question. Next slide, please. So we've already given CUET. So now we need to understand how our marks would be calculated. So for some of the courses, certain subjects are compulsory. For example, if someone wants to go for management at Delhi University, maths, English, and general test are compulsory. So they would be considering these 3 marks. If someone is going for BCom honors, then English is a compulsion. And from section B, either accounts or maths is a compulsion plus the remaining 2 subjects. So it's basically on how many subjects you've given and what are the respective eligibilities of the college. That is the thing that we have to consider. So now what next would be happening is CUET would be coming out with the result, and in the result they would be telling you the exact marks. Plus they would also tell you the course wise marks. So CUET would automatically or Delhi University would automatically calculate the marks for BCom honors, for BA Economics, and they would take the best possible combination. Next slide, please. Next slide. So these are, no, the next slide. So these are some of the participating universities. Apart from DU, you can also look at universities like TIS, you can look at universities like Jamia, B.R. Ambedkar, Delhi Technical University, Netaji Subhash University of Technology, Indira Gandhi Delhi Technical University. You can look at universities like um, okay, a lot of private universities are also there. For example, there are universities like Amity, Bennett, which are also under CUET, who are considering the CUET score. Then you've got University of Allahabad, you've got Gokhale University in Pune. So some of the top-notch universities of India are considering the CUET marks. Next slide, please. So sir has already discussed about these courses. Next slide. Okay, so what's next? So the next step would be we have to register for the CSAS portal, Common Seat Allocation System. So Delhi University has its own portal. So once you've given the CUET exam, after that you have to go register on the CSAS portal. On the CSAS portal, you would be mapping the subjects. So what happens? They would be asking for you that what all subjects have you appeared for during your CUET exam, and then they would ask you to map those subjects with your class 12 subjects. So Delhi University has made it very clear that they would be considering only those subjects for which you've appeared in class 12. For example, if I am a student in class 12 and I have commerce without maths, now CUET gives me the provision of giving mathematics as a test in the examination, but Delhi University would not consider my maths marks. They are very clear. You have to have appeared for the subject in class 12th, then only you would be eligible for that particular subject for Delhi University. So step number 1, you have to register for the CSAS portal. During the registration, you have to mention your 10th class marks, your 12th class marks, your parent information, your school information. Keep your admit cards handy because they would be asking for your 12th board's roll number as well, just to verify the marks that you're mentioning over there. Then they would be asking for your CUET roll number. Then they would be telling you to map the subjects with your class 12 class 12 subjects. After that, you have to put in your sports quota wala information, your OBC general information. So there's a separate section for that, wherein you would be applying for the sports quota, or if you want to apply through the OBC quota or the general quota, you need to have the relevant documents with you because you would have to upload all these documents. So keep all the documents handy. Once this form is filled, after that, we have to put in our preference list. So now the preference list is majorly based on the marks that you're scoring in the CUET. Once you've put in the preference list, for example, if a student wants to go for BCom honors and BA economics, he would be creating one list which would include colleges for both the courses. Now you have to be very careful while making the list because, for example, if I get a college which I had earlier mentioned as my fifth priority. Now, all the colleges below that priority are eliminated for me. I cannot reapply to those colleges. Now, I'm eligible for colleges which is at the fifth position and above that. So, be very careful while applying to the colleges while making your preference list. It's a very important step of CSAS. Next slide, please. So this is a small preference list what you can use while making your preference list. The students present over here can just take a screenshot or a picture of this slide. This is for BCom honors and economics. Next slide, please. This is for mathematics and statistics. Next slide, please. Psychology and journalism. Next slide. BA program and political science. Next slide. BMS, BFIA, and BBE. BMS is Bachelor's in Management Studies, BFIA is BBA in Finance and Investment Analysis, BBE is BA Honors in Business Economics. Okay, next slide. Okay, so apart from CSAS, the students who want to apply to Delhi Technical University, Netaji Subhash University of Technology, and Indira Gandhi Delhi Technical University for Women. Now, these three colleges are situated in Delhi, particularly famous for BTech. These are one of the top-notch colleges for BTech in Delhi, even in India. Now, these colleges have started their own BBA as well. So for that, you have to register yourself at the CMAC portal, CMAC. So the registration is already open. Again, they would be mapping your CUET scores with the portal, and then they would be taking out the merit list accordingly. But this is only for these three colleges: DTU, NSUT, and IGTT. Next slide. Okay, IP University. So a lot of students would be applying to IP University as well. So IP University takes admissions through two ways. One is through their own entrance examination and then through CUET score as well. So right now the choice filling is only for the ones who have appeared for the IP University exam. Once the seat filling process is done for the IP University program, then they will start with the CUET preference as well. So first preference is always given to those students who have cleared the IP exam. Next slide, please. So this is a small preference list for IP University. BCom Honors, Surajmal, Vips, Agrasen, James Kalkaji. BBA, again Surajmal, Vips, Agrasen, James Rohini, James Vasant Kunj. Just a second. Okay, next slide, please. This is for Eco Honors and BJMC. Okay, so Simanshu has asked if I have got 400 out of 1000 in BA Honors History OBC category. Okay, so Himanshu, you have to create the preference list accordingly. 400 out of 1000, the chances of getting the top 10 colleges is a little less. But yeah, below that, there's a good possibility that you would get a college because of the category. Next slide, please. Okay, so last year I had a student who was under the OBC category, scored somewhere around 650, and uh, he got through ARSD. So uske hisab se you can decide. Now, I would invite Bhavani. So, Bhavani would help us understand what to do during your college life. So, see, once you enter the college, it's not the end of the journey. Now you have to start building up your profile. So, Bhavani would help you out and make you understand what to do next. Okay. Over to you, Bhavani.
Thank you so much, Akshay sir. So basically, whenever we are talking about profile building and understanding about how profile works in the university, and once you enter the UG segment, it's really important to understand all the components of it. I feel profile is not only there for getting internships. It's a lot more than that. It requires constant constant work. It requires a lot of strength there, and student will ultimately gain a lot of experience, exposure, and confidence within your stream. Let's say there are a lot of scenarios wherein students get into BCom, business segments or tech or any particular field without even understanding कि उस particular field में है क्या. So how to actually go beyond that, how to understand what your domain looks like, how are you going to get experience and exposure within your domain. So usually we are having 3 years of undergraduation. Even if the student is going for 4 years, just understand all of these segments and then bifurcate it within your years so that you can create a proper plan of your life. Okay, so these 3 years would be actually helping you segregate and understand how next 5 to 6 years gonna be in your life. It could be a master's, it could be a job experience, anything. So starting with, once you have started your undergraduation, you are in your first year, you have relatively more freer time because you have less classes and everything. So in that aspect, I would highly suggest to create a strong foundation and understand your career. Take a week or so, understand your career, understand how it goes about, what other aspects are there. So let's say if somebody is going for BBA. So BBA is not just business administration, it has marketing, digital marketing, finance, sales, and a lot more are there. Okay, so even if you want to get into marketing, then what sort of marketing is it? Is it digital marketing, is it something else? So at first you need to orient and understand your career, what all domains are there. So first thing is that take 1 to 2 weeks for that aspect. Once that is done, start getting yourself into researches, understand complex data, find a gap, start working on a research paper is not something that is very difficult for a college student to do. So I would highly suggest you all to write down few resources. राइट डाउन googlescholar.com. जैसे गूगल होता है, it is googlescholar.com. Write down researchgate. These are few aspects which will definitely help you understand how researches are formulated, how to go about it. Then next is patent program participations. Even we have a really nice patent program wherein we help students get their ideas patented. So I feel innovation is one of those things that's gonna boost a business profile and a tech profile like anything. If somebody is going for these two domains, business and innovation is something that's always going to be a part of it. So patent program helps you a lot. Moving further, I will explain how exactly patent works and how to go about it. Next thing is LinkedIn profile building and networking. I would personally, like, somebody told me this thing when I was in, in my first year, that the only mistake I did was to not build my LinkedIn in my early years. People actually, they just do not give LinkedIn that much weightage that it should be. I have seen a lot of people getting such good jobs out of LinkedIn. I have seen so many people who are in middle of nowhere and they could not understand how to go beyond, and then they use their LinkedIn, use their networks, and then get, a good career path out of it. So make sure each one of you have created your LinkedIn. Anybody, even if there are students who are currently in school, everyone who's above 15, create your LinkedIn. If you feel like right now you want to understand how LinkedIn works, take your parents' account and then work on it. Undergraduate students, you do not have a choice. You have to be on LinkedIn. Make sure you're doing networking. A lot of people also ask what exactly networking is and how do we do it. Wherever and whenever you are meeting some people, it could be a professor, it could be a professional, or anybody you feel like could be of your use in next in your near future. Make sure you're adding them. Make sure you're dropping a text to them that, hello sir, we attended your session, it was very insightful. It doesn't take a lot of effort, all right, but it will help you create such a positive impression. It will help you, create that sort of a bond that you can probably utilize after 5 to 10 years in your life. Even right now, we go to schools, we go to universities for fairs, for workshops, and all a lot sort of things. I know after every workshop or something, 2 to 3 people would add me on LinkedIn, connect with me on LinkedIn, and the sole purpose is that to understand what is going on in the market, because they know that if they are following me or if they are following our company's page, then they will definitely keep on getting a lot of educational updates. So this sort of LinkedIn will definitely this sort of a networking will definitely help you. So similarly, you have to add a lot of people who are in your same domain. If you're looking at tech, so make sure you're going and adding a lot of IT managerial level people. And it's not only about just adding people, it's also about adding people who are active, so that they are actually adding value and not just existing in your connection list. Moving forward, online course for skill development. I've seen a lot of people who have this thick stack of certificates of online courses, but the skill level is zero. Trust me, it could be a little blunt for people, but if you're not upskilling yourself after those courses, it's of no use. Right now, like, let's say if I have created my CV and in last, let's say, 5 years I've done so many courses, but if none of them actually add on to my knowledge, and if I'm sitting in front of somebody and I'm not able to you know delegate all of those information to somebody else, then what's the whole point of it? Doesn't matter if you're showing that, okay, I did 10 courses, but if you do not know anything about it, it's completely in vain and it's going down the drain. So trust me, you don't want that. So even if you're going for 2 courses, go for those two. That will definitely help you. Students who are looking for, coding and computer languages, artificial intelligence, machine learning, go for W3 schools. It's amazing. It gives you from scratch level to advanced, basic to advanced. If you're looking at business ideas, Coursera, Pay, they are amazing, legitimate universities which are giving courses. Go there, understand those things, create content out of it, generate content, apply those things to your real life. It's going to help you a lot. Other than that, we also have a lot of job stimulation. So everybody who is, in a later part of your undergraduate, I'll speak about it later on. Make sure you're getting into job stimulations as well. Then next is social media presence. If you're doing something good for yourself, it could be a social project, it could be, even if you are doing a lot of good things in your own curriculum in your own university, make sure you're putting it out there. So social media presence is not just only your Instagram account. It's not like that. Currently, I have a student. He's getting into first year, and he has an amazing account on on Instagram. That's for his interest for robotics and all the hardware stuff. So it genuinely helps him. And it's really nice when you're talking to people and you can show that, okay, I have 5,000 followers or subscribers, and they are all organic, and it shows, because organic growth always shows there. So if you're having a good social media presence, that will also help you. But it should be organic, because nobody's stupid, and they will not just take anything for the sake of it. Then next is volunteer in social projects. Getting into social projects is a very, very valuable thing, because it just shows that you are giving something back to the society. You are not just taking things, you're doing something that can help some people. Doesn't matter, it could be 2, it could be 20, it could be 200. Just get out there and have something on your social projects. Moving forward in the second year, you move everything to one major level. So everything you did in the first year was all basics, and now you're going to move ahead. So start getting into your own tech projects or business projects. They are very important. Get into similar sorts of competitions. There are a number of competitions. BITS, Pilani, IIT, they constantly keep on holding a lot of competitions that you can participate in. Secure an internship. Make sure that in the whole first year you are creating such a resume that it's gonna give you an internship in the second year. Internships gives you a major level of practical exposure of how exactly offices work, how exactly corporate work. Let's say if I want to get into finance and I'm only reading it out of the books, so it's not enough. So you have to get an internship. You have to secure an internship and get some experiences. Other than that, of course, moving that social project to a next level. Then summer camp participation. In this year only, I guess I have 5 to 6 people who are in multiple, like different years, and they are, some of them are going to LSE, some are going to different universities. One is going to Columbia. So all of these students, they have secured good places at summer camps, and a lot of people feel like that, oh, how will I actually afford in summer camps? Almost all summer camps give you a financial aid or a scholarship option. It's just you have to understand and proceed with it. Even some summer camps give you scholarships on the basis of your merit, that is your profile. So you have to make sure that your profile is also top notch before that. Taking advanced online courses, of course, like I told you before. Getting into hackathons and competitions, like I said before, job stimulations, hackathons, they are very important, because it just gives you an idea about how things work. If you're not able to understand about the real cases, you will not be able to impress an interviewer. Then starting on with the primary research. So earlier we talked about a secondary research, wherein you have to find a gap and then just create a research for yourself. But when we talk about a primary paper, you can definitely do it in your second year, because it requires collecting data, analyzing it with software, and then drawing a conclusion out of it. I remember when I was doing my first primary research, it was back in my first year, and then I did a whole another online course just to understand how these software works, because these analyzing softwares are not very easy to get a hang on, but they can actually give very easier and brief online courses that can help you understand all of this. Then next is getting into student clubs and organization. Trust me, it helps a lot. If you are a core member, or you have a good position of responsibility in student clubs and organizations, it definitely helps you. And then the last one that comes is competitive exams. Competitive exams are really, really important, and by your second year you should know. Doesn't matter if you're going for 2 3 year or 4 year of graduation, you should understand what sort of competitive exams you have to go for, and start prepping for it in the second year of your undergraduation. By all means, doesn't matter if you're going for CAT, GRE, GMAT, doesn't matter. Just start preparing, understand, and start getting your hands onto it. Next. So basically all these 20 activities that we talked about, I have given it out for your two initial 2 years. If you're going for 4 years of undergraduation, make sure you're dividing all of these into 3 years, and then just making it a much level advance. Then for the third year, I would highly suggest that your third year should be all about setting goals, understanding your career plan, having a clear strategy, understanding what your achievements of your 2 years can give you ahead in your future, getting understanding what all opportunities will be there. Will you be going for masters, will you be going for job X, will you be going for abroad, India, doesn't matter. Third year should be all about planning and execution. Once you have done all your efforts in first 2 to 3 years, third last year final year should be the one where you're implementing everything. Okay, next. Yes. So when we talk about research papers, these are few sorts of journals which you can go for. There are majorly two sorts of journals. One is government, other is international journals. For the government journals, if you are in your first year, you have loads of time. You can definitely go for government journal like Shodh Ganga, and a lot more are there. These Scopus related journals also, these take a higher amount of time. Like it's gonna take probably 6 months, 7 months to get it done, but these international journals usually take for, let's say, a month or 50 days, not more. So you can choose your journal accordingly. Just one thing that you have to make sure is the impact factor, that it should be above 7.5 out of 10. Impact factor is a really important part of it. Next. Okay, so like the patent thing that we were talking about. So what exactly patent is? What exactly IPR is? So when if we are talking about patenting, we look at three major aspects. That the project should be practical, it should be it should be practical, it should be implicable, and it should be something that doesn't already exist in the market. All right. If any of your idea is fitting all these three domains, you'll be very easily able to get your idea patented. So what I'm talking about here is, I'm talking about an idea of the project. I'm not talking about a hard a hardware. Let's say if I'm taking this particular pen, this whole pen is an object that I'll be filing a patent for. But if it's just an idea, then a 3D modeler would work. Like if you'll see here, two of these photos are just an idea about what the project could be, but the helmet one, it is a hardcore project. So both of these ideas have gotten they've filed the patents for. And it doesn't matter if you're just solving a global problem or an everyday problem, because it's going to just make a similar sort of an impact, and it's really nice when innovation comes there. Next. Next. Okay, so this is one of our student, Arunima, who got really, really great results. And not only her, there have been, I guess, more than 25, 30 students who got in such brilliant universities, all because of the profile. And I would highly, highly suggest, doesn't matter if you're going for India or abroad, profile matters the same. If you're going for new age universities, and even if not those, even if you're going for just IIMs, you're gonna have to give interviews, and you have to prove why you're better than any other candidate. So make sure you're getting your hands on to all of these components, getting an exposure, and moving ahead in your life. Thank you so much, Akshay sir. You can take ahead from here, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'm in the session only.
Okay, so just a couple of questions that I wasn't able to answer. So Hindu Insights, 860 BCom honors. A, it's a very good score. Hansraj KMC, it's a huge possibility that you might crack it. So yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed. Moon River, can I help you with the science courses? Yes, we can help you with every possible course you want to understand about. You can get in touch with us. Just So there was a number that was flashed at that time. Someone would be flashing the number again. Just get in touch with us, and we'll help you out with the courses. Can I get a BA program or honor in history in BHU with 200 out of 500? Uh, Simanshu, with the OBC category, I believe it was OBC from your side, right? If it's the OBC category, yes. General category might be a little tough. Uh, I think I have answered all the questions. Perfect. So these are just a couple of resources from where, if you still want to improve your vocabulary, if you want to understand how to study, these are some good things from where you can go ahead with. Okay, if I want to apply for the BA program course, political science plus history at Hindu, would it be possible even if I had political science and okay, so for Paul plus history, Navodita, there is no eligibility criteria. So whatever stream you're from, you can still apply to this combination from Delhi University. Okay, so one small advice to all the students who are attending our session today. So there is a separate BA program combination courses available under CUET, under the Delhi University admission prospectus. Look at those combination courses. They've got some amazing combinations, and somehow not a lot of students know about those combinations. So the competition would be a little less. And I'm again saying very clearly little, but the chances of cracking a good college might be a little higher. Okay, and how would my CUET score be considered? So it is English plus any three subjects in the domain. Navodita, any other questions? Perfect. So next slide, please. So I would want Jitin sir to come back to the session once and just address the students.
So people, everyone wants to enter top colleges. Everyone aspires. I should be in SRCC, St. Stephen's, Hansraj, Hindu, LSR. But of course, few people reach there. So what is the solution? You've got some college. You've got an IP University college. You've got a college which nobody knows about. Don't worry about it. Build up on first internships. Year after year, you should take up internship. Do you know that I've got ninth grade students who are doing internship? Yeah, school students do internship these days. So as a college student, you should do internship. Somebody comes here and that person is in second year, has not done an internship, I feel you have wasted your time. So take up internships. Second, take up research areas, maybe along with your professors or independently, and build up on research. Secondary research, primary research, publish a research paper. It'll be amazing. If you're on the tech side, build up on a tech project. प्रैक्टिकल करोगे तो समझ में आएगा. Entrepreneurship, digital, understanding latest, finance, ये सबको करना है. Where do I do it from? So, start mock stock trading on Investopedia or Grow. You should look at 10-15 minutes moneycontrol.com. Yeah. Take up small courses like Citibank has free finance courses. Look at Citibank worldwide. So they have free finance courses for students. Google Skillshop has free digital marketing courses for students. Google Skillshop. NAS Academy courses have cryptocurrency, blockchain. They charge 3,000-4,000 rupees, but like it's quite decent. So they have sound design, they have entrepreneurship, how you can be an Airbnb host, amazing courses. Yeah. So check out these guys. Check out. It is really amazing, and you'll be happy that you explored. अपने लिए करिकुलम बनाओ. एआई जो भी यूज़ करते हो उसमें जाके बोलो. परप्लेक्सिटी मैं यूज़ करता हूँ या चैट जीपीटी व्हाटएवर. उसमें बोलो think you are a top education consultant. I am a student in first year. जब तुम कॉलेज में आ जाओगे, first year doing political science, and my interest areas are international relations, law. कई बार confuse होता है, no problem. And political consulting. Suggest 5 YouTube channels, 3 Instagram accounts, 5 free courses online, which I can pick up to explore to build up my understanding of this area. Yeah. So that's how you need to explore. Anyway, so with this, I wish you all the best. It was great on a Sunday morning. You're all here and trying to learn. I wish you all the best. We are based in Southex. In case you need detailed career counseling or you need profile building service, study in India, study abroad, we send students to the best schools all over the world, best colleges, universities all over the world. So I have students studying at Harvard, Yale, Columbia, Cornell, various UCs, including UC Berkeley and UCLA. We have 16 students going to University of Melbourne this year. LSE, we have 4 students going this year. So an amazing array of people who are there, and like a lot of my team members, like there are people in profile building, applications, writing. So we have amazing array of people who are working here. So with this, I wish you all the best. Any help you need, you can be in touch with us. We are in Southex, and we are in Southex 2, but shifting to Southex 1 shortly. and do visit us. Wish you all the best. Thank you.